Shalom.
Shalom.
This is the Holy Sabbath. This is Brother Pat and Brother Josh and Voice of a Watchman here in Jacksonville, Florida, coming to you on the holy day of the Most High, Ahayah. We say all praises go first to the Most High, Ahayah, bahashem Yashayah, Kodash Ruach, and we have a little music we want to give you before we our message or lesson tonight is called Judgment is Coming. So look forward to it.
Yeah. This right here is in response to the letter written in 1925.
Let's make it closer.
John Pius, whatever his name is, claiming that they have the right to change Old Testament languages and create new ones, and that Sunday is the official nation worship. His name is spoken cross-wearing, backbiting, blasphemous, sacrilegious, while you follow devils in the flesh. I see it in the eyes, mocking Christ on the cross, while spreading all their lies. Like 666, threatening unmade terrorists, spoken to the world at the edge of violence. Seeing's on the throne, wearing Catholic cologne, and his ministers are born in the center of Rome. How you get these kings crowned when you're not the crown king? Everyone is bowed down just to kiss his crown ring. But your baby touching boy, rubbing love is a vice. How you giving out pardons when Christ paid the price? Running for the Holy Father when there's only one Ahayah. Satan wants to be above, but there is no higher. What authority? Pope, you a goddamn liar, and you all will have a part in our God's empire. Cleaning your precarious classes. Making all fools kiss the blasphemy. Cause the said kiss the son, yeah, he's the only one, the only one. What are you doing? Bringing all the earth to the world. You're such a blasphemer. Blasphemer. Yeah, you're such a blasphemer. Saturday could never be the sun's day.
That was good. I'm trying to pick up good.
Look where all this is coming from. It's hard to miss. Canon law claiming that they got authority to change that. Now the whole world making it happen.
Can't follow no Bible.
Place in the Son of God as well with a poker face, so it's kind of hard to tell. It's a joke to Satan, maybe you follow the Nicolason. Yoke around your neck, talking so ain't no room for grace. Mercy drives up, stolen lies up. Poor houses on the corner, hoes line up. For the Eucharist, the blasphemy wine cup. Since early 80s, they keeping them crimes up. Hymn bells, but you ain't keeping them chimes up. Your time's up faster than I finish this rhyme up.
Cleaning your precarious classes. Making all fools kiss the blasphemer. Cause the said kiss the son, yeah, he's the only one, the only one. What are you doing? Bringing all the earth down the road. You're such a blasphemer. Yeah, you're a blasphemer. Yeah, you're such a blasphemer. Saturday could never be the sun's day.
So many people put their hope in the vote. These men being priests that need to be fucking by road. The Gentiles can never sit in the lead like seat to be like some like God's natural. But some praise that never fall another man.
I believe we don't chase this one day.
With people break the law to make his turn gay. Don't know which way to go or how to obey. Sitting up the man like everything's A-OK. And while the word get played, people get up and pray. To Christ's mom and I am made from play. People make applicants got it twisted. All doctrines and lies to other denominations get shifted. Immaculate conception, rapture in the Trinity. Philosophy's found nowhere in the Bible is
Blasphemer. Cleaning your precarious classes. Making all fools kiss the blasphemer. Cause the said kiss the son, yeah, he's the only one, the only one. What are you doing? Bringing all the earth down the road. You're such a blasphemer. Yeah, you're a blasphemer. Yeah, you're such a blasphemer. Saturday could never be the sun's day.
I never fall for the banana and tailpipe. The Catholic Church and the rest of our whores are all right. Can't all freak out when I'll be putting up a fight. Pope Benedict, sexual labels, Edomites. The chosen seed that the Most High doing. The same bloodline that called us Lord. But we'll see real soon. You play it with fire and brimstone. Keep on a couple of strings to get shown. It's so plus I know about the high-grade clothes. Inside the doors, there's nothing up in the stone. Watch your trying to take a turn, you will be gone so wrong. Until the devil me do a secret wrong. All your blocks and betraying your spots. Call the cops with the bolts on the Bibles and the knots. The devil gonna stop. You fake the mind of priests. It's over when the remnant of the children of Israel return to the east.
Cleaning your precarious making all fools kiss the blaspheme. Cause they the said kiss the sun, yeah, he's the only one, the only one. What are you doing? Bringing all the earth down to ruins. You're such a blasphemer. Yeah, you're a blasphemer. Yeah, you're such a blasphemer. Saturday could never be the sun's
Straight blasphemy. These capaholics keep on asking me which day it's a Saturday, Sunday, or is it Saturday? It's sad to say that your Hail Mary's got you off. Tossed to the floor, walk with doctrine that far, trying to carry a cross. Now you lost in the sauce. Funny Vatican, we back again, exposed in the Satan. The earth was given into the hand of the pagans. The bishop, the pope, pay homage to their God. The fish god that sits on, he's nothing but an idol. It's something like a rival to the God of the Bible. But I'll be it when the truth spirit finds you. See the truth is the truth hurts when truth likes you. But so many so-called Christians like being lied to. I know because I too want to stop you. So what did I do? I raised my IQ. So I advise you to open up your eyes to.
Good music.
What are you doing? Bringing all the earth down to roots.
See if it
You're
is.
such a blasphemer. Yeah, you're a blasphemer. Yeah, you're such a blasphemer. Saturday could never be the sun's day.
Bring Jake home, bring Jake back, 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 bring Jake home.
Okay. Get us back. Okay. Shalom. Hopefully you enjoyed that music. It's a very interesting song because you got so many brothers and sisters that are caught up in the Roman Catholic doctrine. Even if they think they're not Roman Catholic, they call themselves different titles.
Yeah, tell them, Josh.
Which you never will find in the Bible because the Catholic Church runs Christianity. All your Christian churches are Catholic. Do the research. You'll find out that the Roman Catholic Church set up Bible seminaries, so you would have to come to them.
That's right.
So you would poison the people with their doctrine. Do your research.
Doesn't Revelation 17 talk about the whore Revelation?
Uh-huh.
So let's go to that. Let's go to Revelation for a minute.
Revelation 17:1.
Yeah.
Now this is a twofold spiritual meaning right here in Revelation 17. This
But
is
you can count on it being Rome.
definitely. Revelation.
Now, I just want to finish what Josh said. Maybe 300 years ago, maybe 250 years ago, the United States president, the government, made a pact after there was a law in this country at one time that no Roman Catholics were allowed in the government. None. You weren't allowed in because they knew that they were worshiping Mary and they were pagans. All right, so that all changed. They were all Freemasons too. We found out later on. We call the Reformation. So to skip all that, they made a pact with Rome that they would allow their seminaries to come to America to teach, this twisted Christian doctrine.
Hold on. Before you read
Yeah.
Revelation 17:1.
This Christianity, pagan doctrine.
Let's read that history.
That you people are following out there.
We have that documented here. I want my dad to read before we go in about them setting up fake churches. This is Illuminati 2. Let's go into the history about that before we read Revelation 17:1. Let's go into the documentation to prove that, because we don't say nothing we can't prove with history, right?
That's right.
And people don't like history.
Without biblical history, without research, you will probably never understand the Bible correctly.
Read.
Okay. Surrender of Cornwallis. The surrender of Cornwallis.
So Cornwallis was a British general or Mason who worked for the Roman Catholic Church. He was a Roman Catholic.
That's right.
Read.
In this context, it is pertinent to recall the confession of General Cornwallis when he surrendered to General Washington at Yorktown, October 19th, 1781.
So this is when that concordance that my father mentioned that Rome or the Europe would control the churches in America. Read.
Jonathan Williams recorded in his...
So what was the date again, Dad?
1781.
So since 1781, there has been a concordance between the Catholic Church and United States. So the Catholics could have seminaries that produce your preachers on Sunday. Read.
Legions of Satan, 1781.
Mm-hmm.
That Cornwallis revealed to Washington that a holy war will now begin on America. Look at that.
From Rome, read.
And then Chick was right. Chick knows about this.
Mm-hmm.
And when it is ended, America will be supposedly the citadel of freedom. But
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Uh-huh.
But her millions will unknowingly be loyal subjects to the crown.
The Pope.
That's right.
Unknowingly. Key word.
Unknowingly.
Uh-huh. Keep going.
The crown is the Illuminati, i.e.
Or the Masons or the Pope.
Right.
Read.
Shareholders of the Bank of England.
Which is the Pope.
That's right. Cornwallis went on to explain that what would seem a contradiction.
Read.
Your churches will
read this part very slowly.
Okay.
About the churches in America. Read.
Your churches will be used.
Will be what?
Used to teach the Jews' religion.
The Jewish religion.
Not the
true Bible.
Not the true Bible Jews. The Jews' religion, and in less than 200 years.
So America is in less than 200 years. Read.
The whole nation.
The whole what?
The whole nation. Will be working for divine world government.
One world order. The Pope. Read. Wait, so Cornwallis told Washington that your churches will be used to work for the Pope.
Isn't it true, Josh, too, that don't we know this now, that the Christian churches are already being told to obey the government?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Read.
That government, that government that they believe to be divine will be the British Empire.
Or the British Empire, which is run and controlled by the Roman Catholic Church.
That's right.
Because Rome, all roads lead to Rome. You know that old saying, Dad?
That's right.
All roads, if you trace them, lead to the Catholic Church.
It's true.
So what he's saying in essence is that your churches in America are run by the Catholic Church and the Pope.
All religions will be premeditated with Judaism without even being noticed by the masses.
So all religions will be contaminated with Judaism, Kabbalism, Talmudism. All these occultisms will be injected into churches. Read.
And they will all be under the invisible, all-seeing eye of the grand architect of Freemasonry.
Which is the Pope.
That's right.
In Rome, the top Freemason or Satanist in the earth.
Right.
Read.
Okay. In a 1956 speech, Senator Joseph McCarthy reflected on these words. Cornwallis knew well knew that his military defeat was only the beginning of world catastrophe that would be universal, and that unrest would continue until mind control could be accomplished through a false religion.
Wait, mind control?
Mind control.
So what?
Could be accomplished through a false religion.
Christianity.
Is a mind control.
Uh-huh.
What he predicted has come to pass.
Wait, what?
What he predicted.
What Cornwallis told.
It's here already. It's here.
It's happened already.
If you're in a Christian church, you're brainwashed. A brief sketch of American religious history, and we have seen Masonry infused into every church.
Wait, we have seen what?
Masonry.
We have seen the Roman Catholic religion, what?
Infused.
Injected.
Into every church.
Some.
Every.
Certain.
Every.
So all your churches are Catholic.
That's right.
Read that part again.
what he predicted has come to pass. A brief sketch of American religious history, and we have seen Masonry infused into every church in America with their veiled paralytic religion.
Phallic religion.
Phallic religion.
The little pyramid on the top of
yeah,
the churches.
Oh, right.
That's a phallic.
Okay. Wow.
That's all that.
Oh, good.
So according to
that was really good.
This is a man with a PhD.
You need to get this book.
This is a PhD saying this. So your churches are run by the
Tell
Pope.
him to get this book, Josh. You got to get Illuminati.
Revelation 17:1.
Okay. Oh, we're not. That's right. Revelation. We're going to read to you.
Revelation.
I want to say something first, Josh. There is no doubt, there is no debate that the Roman Catholic Church and all,
We just read it.
it's right, and all the mainstream religions in the world are all under the one world government right now.
Or the Pope.
The Pope, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay. Revelation 17.
One,
The judgment of the great harlot.
which is the Catholic system in America.
I don't know why Christians get mad when I say you're not a Baptist anymore, you're a Catholic, because they don't do their research and they get angry. Oh no, we're Baptist, we're this, we're that. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
So stop. Go to Sirach 32. Now the breakdown of that is the Roman Catholic Church controls the earth because her Christian churches that they have set up. Remember the history we just read about Cornwallis and Washington? Cornwallis and Washington,
pay attention,
made a concordance that the churches in America would work for the Pope to brainwash people and give them a false religion.
Wow.
That's history. You cannot argue with that.
That's
That
right.
is what happened.
Wow.
So, Sirach 32:23.
All right. Ecclesiastes 32:23. In every good work, trust thy own soul. For this is the keeping.
The what?
For this is the keeping of the commandments.
So the commandments, you must keep the commandments. So that's a system, that's a doctrine that the Catholic Church invented. The law is done away with. And who teaches that? The Christian Church. Why? Because their daddy, the Pope, invented that doctrine.
I want to show them a deception going on right now. If you watch TV, we don't watch a lot of television, but if you watch television on these Christian programs on TV, on these networks, you'll even see the Catholic Church holding Sabbaths, preaching Christianity. And there's no such thing as Christianity. So that's a falsehood right there. Okay. In every good work, trust thy own soul, for this is the keeping of the commandments.
24.
He that believeth in the Most High, taketh heed to the commandment.
Does what?
Takes heed.
So when you believe the Most High, you will follow the law.
That's right. And he that trusteth in him shall fare never the worse.
So it won't. It's a good thing when you follow the law. Now read 33 verse 3.
All right, next chapter, write down 33:3. Ecclesiastes. A man of understanding.
So a man that understands
trusted.
Does what?
Trusted.
Breaketh.
Trusted.
Read.
In the law.
In the what?
In the law.
In the Baptist.
In the law.
In Christianity.
In the law. And the law is faithful unto him.
So the law is faithful because it shows you what sin is. It teaches you how to please the Most High and live in His Spirit and follow Christ or follow Yashayah.
As an oracle.
So
as a voice, Josh.
Now read Barak 4:1.
Well, that's how we know right now that the Christian Church is not hearing from the Most High, because they keep saying you're hearing from God. God told me. God told me. All that
Barak
junk on
4:1.
Yeah.
Then we'll go into our lesson in 2nd Ezra.
Barak 4:1, Josh.
Barak 4:1. So the laws. See, the Roman Catholic Church invented that doctrine of the law or antinomianism or no law, which is actually one of the sins that God hated. The Most High wrote to John and say, I hate the Nicolaitans. What was the sin of a Nicolaitan? If you define the word Nicolaitan, Nicolaitans were people. Nicolaitans were people who taught the laws of God were finished.
Wow.
The same doctrine that the Pope picked up and the Christian church is preaching in the world today is a Nicolaitan doctrine.
Wow, good, Josh. Okay, Baruch. All right, the book of Baruch in the Apocrypha. 4 what, Josh? In the beginning?
4:1.
Okay.
4:1.
This is the book of the commandments.
Of the what?
Of the commandments.
Of Christianity.
Of the commandments
Uh-huh.
of Ahayah.
Of the Most High.
And the law that endured forever.
No, brother, it's finished.
And the law that endured forever.
No, the Pope said we don't have to keep it.
And the law that endured forever.
Uh-huh.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
Uh-huh.
But such as leave it
Shall die.
All right, Tony, shall die.
I thought the law was done away with, Christian. I thought the Pope said that you don't have to keep the law.
It's a fearful thing to come into the hands, to fall into the hands of a living Ahayah.
So, because you don't understand, that doctrine came from Rome.
Mm-hmm.
That doctrine is nowhere found in the Bible. Actually, the Bible teaches the exact opposite of what. That's a surprise. The Bible doesn't teach what Christianity believes.
Tony, tell our viewers who are the real Italians? Who are they really?
The
Khazarians, right?
Syrians.
Yeah, Edomites.
Edomites, right. The Italians were.
Our history is all lied to. America's been lied to, big time in history.
Now let's go into our lesson. Judgment is coming. Let's go to 2nd Ezra.
All right.
15.
Okay.
We're going to try to read the whole chapter. We're going to read some of it, and we're going to explain some of it.
2nd Ezra 15. All right. I hope you listened last night. We had a good time with that, huh, Josh?
Mm-hmm.
That was really, really awesome. The book of Enoch, I'll tell you. You want to walk right? You want to keep his commandments? You read those chapters in Enoch. I hope you were listening. I know Brother Rito heard last night.
Mm-hmm.
This was good. And we just thank you for all our faithful brothers out
Again,
there.
you must get the Apocrypha. And that's and I have a comment, and I'll hold it until the end of the lesson about this and why this isn't in the Bible. Let's go into the lesson.
Okay.
Verse 1.
15?
2nd Ezra 15:1.
Okay, 2nd Ezra 15:1. The truth of the prophecies to Ezra.
Continue.
Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
So we are to show people the prophecy of what shall come to pass so they're aware of it. We're not saying be afraid of these people. We're just showing you what's going to happen in the end, which is going to come very soon.
That's right. Which I will put in thy mouth.
So the Most High put the prophecies of the Bible in our spirits, and we are to instruct and not to hide what is going to happen to people in the near future, right?
Say it the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Josh just read to you that Christianity says the Lord said so, and they're lying. If you have the Holy Spirit, which is Barak, a woman, the
Ruach,
feminine agenda, then she's got a hold of your heart, not he. And cause them to be written in paper.
Which was this. This is the paper that it was written in, the Bible, the complete Bible.
That's right, Josh.
Show them the 1611 with the Apocrypha in it. That's the original 1611 King James. And you notice it has the Apocrypha in it.
Right in the middle of the Bible.
So
now, you know what they were told? That the Most High was silent for 4 years.
that's a Catholic doctrine.
Oh, man. How can the Most High ever be silent?
He's always speaking.
Okay.
Verse 2.
All right, verse 2. And cause them to be written in paper and they are faithful and true.
So not one of these prophecies hold that. Read Isaiah 34:16. This is proven the inspiration of the Apocrypha.
34:16.
34:16.
Isaiah, this is precepts. You know, we just go from precept to precept to show you what we're talking about and how we can line up everything we say. All right, Isaiah 34:16 or 15, guy?
16.
16, okay. Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Most High.
Do what?
Seek ye out of the book.
No, go to the Christian pastor.
Seek ye out of the book of the Most High. And read.
And read.
Read. No one of these shall
Not
fail.
one prophecy or one thing the Most High said will fail. Read.
None shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them.
Go back to 2 Ezra 15:3.
Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
So don't worry about the people that don't believe what you believe. Don't get caught up on if you're trying to tell someone the truth and they're not believing it. It's not your fault.
Leave them alone. They that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful,
so all the unfaithful to the Most High,
and the Lord shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Shall do what?
Shall die.
Shall live.
Shall die.
Verse 5.
Behold, saith the Most High, I will bring plagues upon the world.
I will do what?
I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
So which has happened since
the beginning. That's right.
And he's going to bring it when he destroys the earth with nuclear holocaust.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
No, the earth is righteous.
No, the whole earth is polluted.
For what has polluted the earth? For what?
Wickedness.
For what?
Wickedness. And their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Most High, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
So he's gonna come and he's gonna show what men's done and reveal the wickedness of men to them. Read.
Therefore, saith the Most High, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Now, let's get some understanding or a precept. Let's go to Isaiah 5, verse 19.
Isaiah.
Why is he going to punish the wicked? Isaiah 5:19.
Okay, Isaiah 5:19. That say, let him make speed and hasten his work, that we may see it, and let the counsel of the Holy One of Israel draw nigh and come, that we may know it. Woe unto them that call evil good.
Wait, that do what?
Woe unto them that call evil good.
So the wicked call evil good. They say you can marry a man if you're a man.
Go ahead.
They make it legal for you to eat unclean food.
Come on.
They set up pagan religions and man,
come on.
Keep going.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light.
Don't your pastors do that? They put darkness for light. They tell you to be a Christian and to break the laws when the Bible is against Christianity.
Wow.
The Christianity
and
that
Christ
they're bringing you.
And Yashayah hates Christianity. And light for darkness.
And the Most High hates Christianity.
That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes.
Don't tell me that's not what a preacher is.
That's right. They're wise in their own eyes.
Christian pastors are wise in their own eyes.
And prudent in their own sight.
They think they know something when they don't.
That's right. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine.
Stop. So we understand that people, that Christian pastors, they're the most arrogant religious people that you will meet. They're more arrogant than a Muslim imam, because their religion carries a more stronger false spirit than Islam does, because they're using the name of the anointed Messiah, Christ, and they're taking it to billions and deceiving them with it.
And isn't that strange that the Muslims believe that Christ is not God?
Let's
Isn't that something? Good.
go to Matthew 24:5.
Matthew 24:5.
Let's see what Christ said about the Christian pastor.
Matthew 24:5. Oh, it's in here. If you don't have understanding, you're not going to see it. Matthew 24:5. For many shall come in my name.
Wait, what?
For many shall come in my
That's
name.
your Christian pastor coming in the name of Christ.
Billions of Christians saying, am Christ. I am Christ.
So saying,
and shall
I
deceive,
am Christ.
and shall deceive many.
No, shall teach many the truth.
Shall deceive many.
Shall what?
Shall deceive many.
So back to 2nd Ezra 15:9.
Right.
So let's step back for a second. Let the Most High bring some understanding about what Christ has said. What Christ is saying is, there'll come a time where clergymen will take my name all over the earth and lie make a religion up with
right.
my name attached to it and teach lies throughout the people.
That's right.
So Christ hates Christianity. He exposed Christianity as a lie, as deception in Matthew 24:5.
Wow.
All 100% of Christian churches are liars. Even the ones that do the Sabbath are liars because they're still Christian.
Because Josh and I went to some so-called Christian Sabbaths, and they preach Christianity. They yell, scream. You can never learn. How do you learn in these ministries? How do you learn? Well, that's why we have a Bible study. What, to learn more deception?
Yeah. Verse 9.
Okay. 2nd Ezra 15:9. Okay. And therefore, saith the Most High, I will surely avenge them.
I will do what?
Avenge them. And receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Let's see how he's going to do that. Let's go to Isaiah 63, the first 3 verses.
Isaiah 63, the first 3 verses. Who is this that coming from Edom?
Edom is America. So Christ is going to return and come and judge this place first.
Listen to the title of this: the day of the Most High's vengeance. With dyed garments from Bozar. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel?
So the nations are going to ask Christ, why are you red in your, why is your garments red?
And thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine vat. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger.
So I will do what?
I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall
what?
And their blood.
The what?
And their blood.
So the Messiah is going to stain. The final war will be a genocide against the nations using war. The Son of the Most High will judge the nations and stain all his clothes with the blood of the nations that he's going to kill.
And trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments.
That's right. Second Ezra, chapter
15.
10.
Second Ezra 10:15.
15:10.
I'm sorry, 15:10. Thank you, Tony. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Stop.
That's good, John.
So,
Listen to this now.
What that simply means is that, get Deuteronomy 28:68. What that simply means, we can't read one scripture, you see, without precepting it up. See,
you really can't.
The Apocrypha is so inspired.
Now, wait, stop. I'm sorry, Josh. Yeah, now, Josh is right. Now, what churches do you hear do this? None. We've been in all of them. Yeah, Josh.
They just run with one scripture.
No, go ahead,
Josh.
I didn't mean to.
They lie.
Yeah,
they twist it.
What were you saying? You were saying something.
The Most High said his people is led to the slaughter as sheep. Who is his people? The 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
So, and we have to understand that America is the head of their destruction. Read Deuteronomy 28:68. Let's see what the Bible says.
Deuteronomy 28,
Egypt or America.
68. Okay, here we go. Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Most High shall bring thee into bondage, Egypt.
Into what?
Egypt.
No,
again with ships.
That Egypt is America. Now start that verse again.
And
with
the
that
Most High,
understanding.
all right. And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
America.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Wait, with what?
The way thereof. Oh,
with
by
what?
the way whereof I spake unto you. I told you.
With what? No, with ships, right?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
So ships mean slave ships.
That's
cargo
right.
slave
Come
ships.
on. Thou shalt see it no more again.
No, you'll be in the land of Israel right now.
No, you'll see it no more again. So if they don't see it no more again all these centuries ago, then who are these people in Israel? And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
You shall be what?
Sold.
Unto your friends.
Your enemies.
Your friends.
Your enemies.
So the Jewish people are your enemies, Israelites.
For bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you.
Second Ezra.
Right. Sorry.
So Egypt is America,
11,
aka America.
11,
yeah, I think so, Tony. 15:11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues.
Now he's going to tell you how we know this is not Egypt, the literal Egypt.
Near Africa. It's not Egypt, right? As before.
As what?
As before.
No, as now.
As before.
So the same way he destroyed Egypt in the land of Ham, he's going to destroy America that same way.
And will destroy all the land thereof.
No, he'll destroy some of it.
All the land.
Some.
All.
So he's going to destroy all of America.
Egypt shall mourn.
America.
Good. And the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Ahayah shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting of hail, and with a fearful constellation.
Right. Wow. Keep going.
14. Second Ezra 15:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth.
What?
The sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
No, God loves them.
No, and the sword, the two-edged sword, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among them, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Matthew 24:8.
Wow, that sounds like a, what do you call it?
24:6. That
Like a civil war again. What,
Uh-huh.
Josh?
Matthew 24:6.
Okay, hold on. Matthew 24:6. All right. Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars
And what?
and rumors of wars. Okay, Tony, see?
And see that ye be not troubled.
Why? Because I already told you wars and rumors. Don't
We
worry
just read
about
it to you. That's right.
All these things must come to pass.
It's got to come
Oh
to pass.
no! Wait, what? All of these things must.
Must come to pass.
So don't worry about it.
That's right.
And is not near yet.
Yeah, that's right. The end is not
Read
yet.
verse 8, Dad.
Okay. Not 7? Okay, 8. Okay. 8.
All these.
No, read verse 7.
7. For nation,
For what?
for nation
For nationality.
shall rise against nationality,
Uh-huh.
and kingdom against kingdom.
And the kings will rise against one another.
That's right. And there shall be famines,
And what?
famines,
Uh-huh.
and pestilence,
Uh-huh.
and earthquakes
What?
in diverse places.
Uh-huh.
Earthquakes.
Back to 2nd Ezra 15:17.
2nd Ezra 15, 17. A man shall desire to go into a city
Mm-hmm.
and shall not be able.
Uh-huh.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Uh-huh.
The houses shall be destroyed,
Uh-huh.
and men shall be afraid.
Keep reading.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor,
Uh-huh.
but shall destroy their houses
Uh-huh.
with the sword
Mm-hmm.
and spoil their goods
Uh-huh.
because of the lack of bread, food, and for great
So,
tribulation.
There's going to be an increasing diminishing of food, which
Wow.
will cause people to war against one another for their food towards the real end of the days. Read.
Behold, saith Ahayah, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me,
Uh-huh.
which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanon, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the kings that they have done to them, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen.
Wait.
Wow.
So read
Wow.
hold up.
You hear that?
My chosen. Let's break
Like
that
as
down.
they do yet this.
Psalms 105 and 5 and 6.
I'm going to think of.
Okay. 105 and 6.
Psalms what?
105.
105:6. Oh, that's good. Touch not my anointing. Psalms 105:6. Oh, O seed of Abraham,
Of who?
of Abraham,
Of Ishmael.
of Abraham, his servant,
Uh-huh.
ye children of Jacob,
Esau.
Jacob,
Read.
his chosen.
Keep reading.
He is the Most High, our power.
So
His-
he is a power of the so-called black man and the Hispanics.
His judgments are in all the earth.
Uh-huh.
He that remembered his covenant forever.
So he has always
have to remember.
remembered the Israelites.
Sorry.
They're not done away with. That is a false doctrine that the Catholic Church invented.
Come on, John.
So they can teach the slaves that they don't matter.
That's right.
The Israelites.
The word which he commanded to 1,000 generations,
Uh-huh.
which covenant he made with Abraham.
With who?
Abraham,
Ishmael.
Christian church. Abraham, and his oath unto Isaac,
Unto Esau.
Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law,
For what?
for a law.
So back to 2nd Ezra. Read verse 15 and 20 over
Okay,
with that understanding.
15:2:20.
15 and 20.
All right, verse 15.
Wait a minute. No, 15 verse 20.
Right, I'm doing okay. 15.
Stop. Hold up.
All right.
I forgot. Go back to Psalms 147 and 19 and 20. That's a good verse because I just remember that. Because that says a lot of what we're going to read
147. What,
in
Josh?
the next verse.
19.
Oh yeah, 19 and 20. That's what I wanted to read. Right. Okay. It's all right. Psalms 147, 19 and 20. He showeth his word unto Jacob,
Esau,
Jacob,
Ishmael.
Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt,
No, he has dealt.
he had not dealt,
No, he has.
he had not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
They have known them.
They have not known them.
No, they can teach them.
You know, how can you go wrong with the word? Aren't you tired of philosophy?
Back to 2nd Ezra,
Second Ezra
15:20.
15:20. Behold, saith Ahayah, I will call together all the kings of the earth.
So the Most High don't have a problem with the average Edomite or Ishmaelite. He has the problem with the kings of the Ishmaelites and the kings of the white man, the leaders, the government. Why? Because they have had an ongoing war to slaughter the Hebrews. Who are the Hebrews?
Wow.
They were what you would call the so-called Jamaicans, African Americans, Mexicans, Central Americans, South Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Hawaiians, Samoans. All these people are from the original Israelite, the 12 tribes of Israel. And these nations have had an agenda that to systematically destroy them. So that's why the Messiah is coming back to judge these nations for touching his inheritance.
That's right.
And we know that scripture, and we'll read that in a
And
second.
we know he forgives, but touching his heritage,
His heritage.
his heritage, you have to answer.
That's like
Someone-
touching blood with blood.
Yeah, someone's got to answer. Someone's got to
Uh-huh.
answer. Okay. Behold, say to God, I will call together the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanon, to turn themselves one against another, to repay the kings that they have done to them.
So to repay the
The
kings,
things.
the things that the leaderships of these nations have done to Israel. Just to break that down for a
Watch
second.
this. Like as they do yet this day.
So they still are and destroying the Israelites.
That's right.
Read verse 21.
Through genocide. Okay. 21. Like as they do this day unto my chosen.
Who?
My chosen.
To Christians.
My chosen.
So the reason you hear about so-called Christians being murdered by Arabs in Africa and in other, it's not because they're Christians. They don't hate Christians, the Arabs. They hate the seed that those people come from.
That's right.
Because their father Ishmael was not chosen, but Jacob was, and Isaac was over them.
That's right.
By Abraham. And Isaac chose Jacob.
That's why they hate the Jews.
So the reason those black people are being murdered in Africa by Arabs is not Christianity. That's a lie. They want to make you think Christians are being persecuted. There's no such thing as Christian persecution.
That's right.
They're being persecuted because they're Hebrew Israelites.
Awesome, Josh.
And that's always been it.
Okay. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Most High Power. My right hand shall not spare the sinners.
The what?
My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
The innocent blood that has been shed upon the earth is
Abortion?
Well, let's take it to the root.
Okay.
The root is the murder and the genocide of the Hebrews.
Okay.
Look at America. What was America? Who was America founded by? Hebrews. And what did they get for it? Genocide, murder, and indoctrination into the Pope's
That's the root, Josh. That's real good, Josh.
So because of that, you see homosexuals, you see abortion, you see mass murderers, you see, because these Europeans
injections in people that
use this book, the Bible, to come over here and indoctrinate after they stole it. Oh, wait a minute. They stole this book. the white man, the European or the Jewish man did not write the Bible. I'll say that again. The Jewish man did not authorize this book. He stole it when they fell in 70 AD, and he used it against the Hebrews to indoctrinate them into
took advantage.
Catholicism, Islam, and Christianity.
That's right.
Are all Roman Catholic religions. Do your research.
And we're really Talmudic. Right?
What?
Really Talmudic.
Sure, them too. Sure. Sure.
They came back from the Babylonian captivity.
Mm-hmm.
Goes back to them.
Oh, yeah.
Verse 23, Dad.
Okay. All right.
Third verse.
23. Okay. The fire is gone forth from his wrath
Mm-hmm.
and hath consumed the foundations of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And the sinners like the straw that is kindled.
Mm-hmm.
Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments.
Wait, what?
Wow.
What?
Woe to them that sin.
So what is sin?
First John.
We just read it in the Apocrypha
That's right.
too. First, this is 2nd Ezra 15 and 24. Read it.
Woe to them that sin.
So now the Bible is going to tell us what sin is.
Destruction to them that sin and keep not my commandments.
And do what?
And keep not my commandments.
No, Christianity.
Keep not my commandments, saith the Most High.
So he says destruction
Mm-hmm.
upon whoever breaks the law.
That's what woe means.
Destruction is upon you.
Wow. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary.
Wow. I like that. Keep reading.
For the Most High knoweth all them that sin against him.
You want to read that precept out of John, 1 John?
If you want to.
That's too. The Bible tells you what sin is. Sin is the transgression of the law. So how can the law be done away with? We just read it. See,
that's why the Christian
the
church
Roman Catholic Church is in your head, not the Bible.
Right.
And who taught the slave? The Roman Catholic Church.
That's right.
What was the religion of the Europeans? Catholicism.
That's right.
And they taught the so-called Hispanics and Native American and Seminole Indians that religion. And they taught them to worship Mary, to worship the white man, to worship Easter, Christmas. All these pagan holidays were not here in America until the Roman Catholic pagan church came here and set up seminaries.
Right. Look at all our brothers, Josh, that are in South and Central America, still under Roman Catholic Catholicism, Haiti, all
Dominican Republic.
All our brothers, Catholic Church rules over them. And so we're getting to them now. And now all the camps are awakening these people up.
1 John 3 and 4.
Okay, 1 John 3, 4. Whosoever committed sin.
So whosoever is a sinner.
Transgress it. Also, the law.
No, it's done away with.
The law.
The what?
The law.
No, the pastor said it's done away with.
The law.
Read.
And ye know that he was manifested to take away your sins.
Finish the verse.
Oh, for sin is the transgression of the law.
So he came so that the Messiah came so we don't have to break the law.
Excuse me.
Back to 2nd Ezra.
Okay, sorry.
15:26.
Okay, 15:26. For the Most High knoweth all them that sin against him. And therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
No, he loves them.
He loves the whole world. Delivereth them unto death and
destruction. No,
he
loves sinners. Read the verse again.
For the Most High knoweth all them that sin against him.
That what?
That sin against him.
Sin that break his law.
Now we just read it to you what sin is. And therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For Ahayah shall not deliver you. For Ahayah shall, I got to deliver it in Christian church.
No, you did not.
For Ahayah shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Wow.
Let's keep.
A vision of war and destruction. 28. Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 15:28. Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots. That's China, right, Josh? And the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmenians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And then shall all the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled and keep silence, through their power, and shall flee. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them and consume some of them. And in their host shall be fear and dread and strife among their kings. Okay.
Behold, clouds from the east and from the north and the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm.
Wow.
They shall smite one upon another, and shall smite down the great multitude of stars upon the earth.
Wow.
Even their own star.
Wow.
And blood shall be
wait, that's
from
good.
the
Hold on.
sword.
Wait. They shall smite one another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars, the fallen stars, the fallen angels that are here. Okay, could that be? And blood shall be from the sword unto the belly.
And the dung of men up unto the camels' hoof.
That's Revelation. Okay. And there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth. And they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them. And then shall there come great storms from the south and from the north, and another part from the west. And strong winds shall rise from the east, and shall open it, and the cloud which is raised up in wrath, and the starry to cause fear toward the east and west wind shall be destroyed. The great and mighty clouds shall be lifted up, full of wrath, and the star, that they may make all the earth afraid. Josh, this star, is it the American star, the fallen star? And them that dwell therein. And they shall pour out over every high and eminent place an horrible star, fire and hail, and flying swords, and many waters, that all fields may be full, and all rivers with the abundance of great waters. And they shall break down the cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of the wood, and grass of the meadows, and their corn. Wow.
And they shall
That's
go
Ezekiel.
to steadfastly unto Babylon, America, and make her afraid.
Wow.
So all this is describing the destruction that will come upon America from the Arabs.
Right. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon, America, and make her afraid. They shall come to her and besiege her.
And do what?
Wow, besiege her. The star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. And that star, that's got to be the fallen stars. That's the emblems. And why? Because all their flags have stars. Then shall the dust and smoke go up unto the heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her. And they that remain under her shall do service unto them that have put fear in her. Wow. Woe to Asia. You want to read? You want to keep going?
Okay. Verse 45.
Okay, verse 45. And they that remain under her shall do service unto them that have put her in fear.
45, 46.
Woe to Asia. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon.
So Asia the Asian people have partaken in the sin of America or Babylon.
That's right.
And like that time, they were doing the same thing. They were partaking with the Babylonians, who were Arabs. Read.
And art the glory of her person.
Mm-hmm.
Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made her thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom.
In what?
In whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee.
Wow. Keep reading. It gets better, don't it?
Yeah. Okay. Thou hast followed her.
That was what?
Thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works.
Wait, that is loved. Thou hast did what, Dad?
Followed her that is hated.
Love.
Hated.
God loves America.
Hated.
Love.
In all her works. Hated. And inventions. Therefore, saith Ahayah, I will send plagues upon thee. Windward, widowwood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death.
What?
Wow.
I thought he loves America.
Yeah, he loves America. God bless America.
God
bless
America. Read, hold that. Read Isaiah 47, 9, 8, 9, and then, okay, 8, 9. Isaiah 47, 8, 9.
Isaiah 47, 8, 9. Isaiah 47, 8, and 9. Therefore, hear now this.
Hear now this, America. Read.
Thou that art given to pleasures.
Just to prove that it's America he's talking about, read verse 1, then go back to verse 7.
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Of who?
O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Read it with the understanding that Babylon is America.
Babylon's America, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughters of the Chaldeans.
Of the daughters of the Chaldeans. Verse 7.
Okay.
Verse
8. Therefore, hear now this.
Mm-hmm.
Thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that says in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I'm the greatest. I shall not sit as a widow. Neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment.
In a what?
In one day. The loss of children.
The what?
The loss of children. And widowhood. They shall come unto thee in their perfection. Perfect timing from the Most High. For the multitude of thy sorceries.
Of thy what?
Of thy sorceries. And for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
Now pick it up at verse 12 in Isaiah 47.
Okay, verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments. And, trust in them. With the multitude of thy sorceries. Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
So America has labored from her youth to be the most wickedest nation in earth.
That's right. Okay. Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, okay, if thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels, let now the astrologers,
let now all these witches,
the people that you trusted, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, prognosticators, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon you. Behold, they shall be as stubble.
As what?
Stubble. The murk is going to turn into stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves. Nobody's going to help
deliver
you.
themselves.
No, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame.
The power of what?
Of the flame.
Nuclear war.
There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants, from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter.
Back to 2nd Ezra.
None shall save thee.
Back to 2nd Ezra.
Okay.
Let's finish verse 50. 1550.
All right. 1550. Okay.
Let's just read the rest.
And the glory of thy power shall be dried up as a flower. Then the heat shall arise that is sent over thee.
Uh-huh.
Heat.
Mhm.
Nuclear war. Thou shalt be weakened as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastised with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive thee.
Mhm.
Would I wish jealousy? Would I with jealousy have so proceeded against thee?
Mhm.
Saith the Most High.
Right.
If thou hast not always slain my chosen,
My what?
my chosen,
If you haven't always slain Israel, read.
Exalting the stroke of thine hands,
Uh-huh.
like saying, look what I did, I beat them, and saying over their dead, when thou wast drunken, wow, set forth the beauty of thy countenance, the reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom.
Uh-huh.
Therefore shalt thou receive recompense, no forgiveness,
Uh-huh.
recompense, like as thou hast done unto my chosen. Hold on. I don't want to lose these.
Precepts.
Was the other chosen?
Verse 22.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, verse 20.
So we understand the Most High is going
No,
to
I just read
judge
it with chosen.
and destroy America. Verse 50.
Here it is. 53.
56.
57. Okay, good, Josh. Awesome. Okay. Thy children shall die of hunger. Wait. Saith the Most High, even so shall Ahayah do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy cities shall be broken down, and all thy shall perish with the sword in the field. You know, that's Ezekiel too, Josh.
Uh-huh.
They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger,
Mm-hmm.
and eat their own flesh. Oh, the donor family, and drink their own blood.
Uh-huh.
For very hunger of bread and thirst of water, thou as though as unhappy shalt come through the sea, the way you came, and receive plagues again. And in the passage they shall rush on the idol city, and shall destroy some portion of thy land, and consume part of thy glory, and shall return to Babylon that was destroyed, and thou shalt be cast down by them as stubble, and they shall be unto thee as fire. Wow. And shall consume thee, and thy cities, thy land, and thy mountains, and thy woods, and thy fruitful trees shall they burn up with fire. So it's warning you tonight, folks, listen, that America is going to be totally wiped out. Totally. Stop listening to these government people telling you that this world's going to go on. It's not. Okay. You want me to go on, Josh?
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt be cast down by them as stubble, and they shall be unto thee as fire, and shall consume thee. Okay. 63. Thy children shall they carry away captive.
They shall do what?
They'll take away captive.
So they'll take your children, which America did. Didn't they take the Israelites from off of Africa, and when they was here, they came here and enslaved the Israelites and put them in slavery? Come on now.
Thy children shall carry away captive. Good message, Josh. And look what thou hast, nothing. They shall spoil it and mar the beauty of thy face. Wow. I mean, it's good. You know, I don't even want to think about it. You know, at least we know.
Let's finish with Jeremiah 50.
Okay. Jeremiah 50. Good book, Joshua. Good book.
Jeremiah.
That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite chapters.
You know where I'm going?
I have an idea. It's okay. I don't muzzle the ox that treads out the corn.
Jeremiah 50, verse 9. Wait. So that we understand this is America, let's read verse 1, 2, and 3 of
All right. Jeremiah 50, the
Verse-
prophecy concerning Babylon.
Concerning America,
Want to start at 2,
which
Josh,
is
or 1?
future Babylon.
That's right.
Is
What-
it the
it is
Babylon?
Babylon.
America is Babylon.
And that's where the United Nations is.
Uh-huh.
Right in front of the United Nations is a big animal, bull.
Uh-huh.
What's that called in the Jews worship the calf?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, right there in front of your face.
Mhm.
All right. The prophecy concerning Babylon. Where do you want to start, Josh?
Verse
First?
1.
The word that the Most High spake against Babylon,
Against who?
America,
America,
and
right?
against the land of the Chaldeans,
Which is America.
by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set up a standard.
Mhm.
Publish and conceal not.
Uh-huh.
Don't hide back. Say Babylon
America
is taken.
is what?
Babylon is taken. America is taken.
Uh-huh.
Bel is confounded.
Uh-huh.
Medarach is broken in pieces.
Uh-huh.
Her idols are confounded.
For what?
Her idols.
America's idols will be confounded.
Her images are broken in pieces.
Okay. Okay, go to verse 9 now.
Okay, verse 9.
Jeremiah 50 and 9.
For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against America
Uh-huh.
an assembly of great nations from the north country.
Uh-huh.
Now, that never happened in the Babylon of Jeremiah's day.
Jeremiah was destroyed by the Medes and the Persians.
Right. Okay.
I mean, Babylon.
Right.
But this is also speaking of the future Babylon, America,
That's
which
right.
will be destroyed by the Arabs.
This is a twofold. This is good, Josh. You know what? And even some churches agree with this. Of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken.
Mm-hmm.
Their arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man.
Uh-huh.
None shall return in vain.
Mm-hmm.
And Chaldea shall be a spoil.
America,
That's right. All that spoil her shall be satisfied.
verse 11.
Okay. Because ye were glad.
You were what?
You were glad.
You were sad.
You were glad.
Read.
Because ye, here's the twofold. Because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage. Now tell them who the heritage is.
Let's show them. Let's go to Revelation 7, verse 4. Let's break down who the heritage is according to the Bible that America has destroyed.
You might be a little surprised, or if you're new here with us, you might be a little shocked in unbelief, but America is going to answer for destroying the Most High's heritage.
Revelation 17:4.
Oh, Revelation 17.
I mean, Revelation 7:4.
Okay, I was there. Okay. All right, good, Josh. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Of who?
Israel.
Of Esau.
That's his heritage.
Now let's keep reading. Verse 5.
Of the tribe of Judah.
Judah is the so-called African Americans. Read.
Good. Take your time to start. Of the tribe of Reuben.
Reuben are the Seminole Indians and the Aboriginals of Australia.
Take your time. Of the tribe of Gad.
Gad are the North American Indians.
80 million. Of the tribe of Asher.
Asher are the South American natives from Venezuela through Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay. Read.
Of the tribes of Naphtali.
Naphtali are the Hawaiian, Samoans, and Fiji and South Sea Islanders.
Right. Of the tribe of Manasseh.
Manasseh are the Cubans.
Wow. Of the tribe of Simeon.
Simeon are the Dominicans.
Of the tribe of Levi.
Levi are the Haitians.
Wow. Of the tribe of Issachar.
Issachar are the Mexicans.
Of the tribe of Zebulun.
Zebulun are the Central American natives.
Of the tribe of Joseph.
From that's going from in Central America, the Panamanians, Guatemalans, Nicaragua.
Panama.
All those indigenous individuals are Israelites.
Wow. Of the tribe of Benjamin.
Joseph are the Puerto Ricans, and Benjamin are the Jamaicans.
Wow.
That is the heritage that Israel that you have been removed from in America. Jeremiah 17:4.
Jeremiah 17:4.
Let's see how this happened and what happened actually.
Okay. Jeremiah 17:4. I'm totally blessed tonight. It's good, Josh. Jeremiah 17:4. Okay. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue.
Wait, and what?
Shalt discontinue.
Continue.
Discontinue.
So the Bible says that the Israelites would discontinue. Read.
Discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Uh-huh.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Stop.
Well, I want to say something.
Go to Psalms
They're
80.
the only people that fulfill prophecy. The black Jews, the Hebrews.
Only people.
That's right.
Psalms 83. We'll finish with that.
I will
So
finish
the
with-
Most High said that his people would discontinue from their heritage.
Yeah,
now, how
Josh.
did this happen? Let's read Psalms 83, start with verse
Awesome.
Psalms 83:2.
All right. Tony, you want to read it, and then we'll read it together too. Psalms 83:2. All right, I'll read it. Can you follow, Tony, okay? All right. Psalms 83:2. Now listen. For lo, thine enemies make a trembling,
Uh-huh.
and they that hate thee,
Hey, that what?
hate thee.
So the elite of these nations
These
hate
are the tribes we're
Most High.
talking about now. Listen.
They hate the Most High and the people of the Most High, the elite, the Jewish people, the elite Arabs, the elite of America. They hate the true Hebrew Israelites. Read.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken.
Now stop. This next verse is going to tell you how they have taken crafty counsel against the Most High. Ahayah. Read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Against who?
Thy people.
Against Christians.
Against thy people.
They hate Christians.
Israel.
Read. So America don't hate Christians. Oh, that's a shocking revelation.
Oh,
to me.
yeah. Oh, you're really going through persecution, not Christian.
No, the only people in America that are being persecuted is the Israelites.
Uh-huh.
The only persecution that is prophesied in the Bible
Tell them since when,
by
Josh?
America are the Hebrew Israelites. That's the only people
Tell
that
them
are
since
being
when, Josh?
persecuted.
Give him another thorn in the flesh. Okay. Go ahead.
70 AD.
70 A.D.
And we can read
They've been
that
in tribulation.
too in a second.
They have taken crafty counsel to get against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Uh-huh.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
A what?
From being a nation,
How did they do that?
a nationality,
Uh-huh.
that the name of Israel,
That the name of Puerto Rico,
but Israel,
African American,
Israel,
Mexican,
Israel,
Haitian.
Israel
Read.
may be no more in remembrance.
The way they persecute you is by putting false names of nationalities that are not yours. If you are a Negro descent, you are not an African. You are a Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
If you are a Latino or Native American or Seminole Indian descent bloodline, you are not of those nationalities. Those nationalities were given to you by your master. You are a Hebrew Israelite. Wake up.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
So they are confederate against
They
the
joined other nations. The tabernacles of Edom
the kings of the Edomites, the governments of Esau
and America.
and America, headed by America.
That's right. And the Ishmaelites.
And the who?
Ishmaelites.
Who are the Ishmaelites, Dad?
They were from Ishmael.
No, who are they today?
The Arabs.
The Arabs.
The Arabs. Okay.
Mhm.
Or you say Arabs. All right.
Arabs.
All right. Of Moab.
Moabites.
All right. And the Hagarenes.
They are the Africans.
Okay. Gibal
Uh-huh.
and Ammon and Amalek.
And Amalek is the Jewish people.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
So those people are not the Jews. The Bible says they're Amalek. They're from the seed of Amalek, the son of Esau.
Wow.
They're Edomites. They're not the Jews.
That's right.
So we can stop. Go to what was that? Luke 21, 20 and 21, then and 24. Then read 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3.
All right, let's read Luke first. All right, Luke, where, Josh?
Luke, St. Luke 21,
20, right?
20, 21, and 24.
All right, the book of Luke, New Testament, 21, 20, 21, and probably 22, right?
24.
No, 24.
Up to 24. Okay.
No, just read
20 and 24.
21, read verse 20.
All right, Luke 21, 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies,
This happened in 70 AD.
they were Edomites.
See, the Roman Catholic Church has a doctrine where they teach you that this hasn't happened yet. That's Roman Catholicism. Read.
They got the whole Christian world believing that this is going to happen.
Yeah, the Roman Catholic Church
That's right.
doesn't teach you that this happened already.
That's right. Now, when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
Read.
Then let them that which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let Africa,
Read.
and let them which are in the midst of it depart out.
24.
All right, 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
Wait, and they shall do what?
They shall fall by the edge of the sword,
Read.
and shall be led away captive.
Wait, no, they're in the land of Israel.
No, they shall be led away.
No, they're in Israel.
All the Hebrews.
There shall be what?
All the Hebrews
Led
shall be
away captive
and shall be led away captive into some nations.
into
nations.
All nations.
Wait a minute. I thought 1948 was the rebirth of the nation of Israel.
Yeah, what happened there, Josh?
What happened?
I guess the Bible lies and everybody's telling the truth.
Let's read what happened. Stop. Finish the verse. We're going to get 1948. Then we're going to finish with 2 Thessalonians.
Which 48, Josh?
Finish that verse, 24.
That says, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
Of the who?
Of the Gentiles.
Of the who?
The Gentiles, the Edomites, they're not Jews, they're not the Hebrews, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Which is going to be fulfilled very soon. Ezekiel 36:5.
Ezekiel 36:5.
So we don't spare nothing. We're going to give you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Here, Ezekiel 36:5.
Ezekiel.
So what does the Bible say about 1948? Was that the rebirth of Israel or was that a deception?
Let's see what the Bible says instead of a council of a bunch of homo Jews, okay? White Jews, okay? Ezekiel 36.
All right.
35, Josh?
36:5.
36:5. Yeah, okay. Ezekiel 36:5. Okay. Ready? Okay. Therefore, thus saith the Most High Power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen.
Of Israel.
The residue of the heathen. And against all Edomia.
Edomia is Esau. Now let's see what happened in 1948 according to the Bible. What did Esau do?
Which have appointed.
Wait a minute. I thought 1948 was Israel being reborn.
Come on, Josh. Which have appointed my land.
Have done what with my land?
Which have appointed my land.
They took Israel, the land that belongs to the black man. Read.
What's this? Which have appointed my land into their possession.
Into whose possession?
Into the Edomites' possession. With the joy of all their heart. With the spiteful
So you saw
mind.
Edomites, white Jewish Khazars, dancing in the streets on those films. Those are not the Jews.
That's right.
2 Thessalonians.
All right.
2 and 3. And 2 and that's what happened in 1948. Stop believing the American lie of the Holocaust and Israel being reborn. That's Roman Catholicism.
That's right. 2 Thessalonians, where, Josh?
2.
All right. From
2,
3.
3.
2 Thessalonians 2, chapter 2, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
Uh-huh.
That's in Matthew 24.
Uh-huh.
All right. That for that day
The
shall
coming of the Messiah.
come on, shall not come
Uh-huh.
except
No, the revealing of the Edomite powers.
that's right. Except there come a falling away first,
The falling away we just read out of Luke when the black Hebrew Israelites
were sent into all nations.
ran into Africa and were carried away captive into all nations.
All right. And that man of sin be revealed. The son of perdition.
Which is the Roman Catholic Church. Keep going.
Who oppose it?
So the Roman Catholic Church and Christianity does what?
Who opposes it?
No, they uphold.
They oppose it.
Uphold.
They oppose it.
Read.
And exalted himself
So Christianity exalts itself.
above all that is called Ahayah.
No, they put themselves above the Most High. They say the law is done away with.
That's
That's
right.
not in the Bible.
Come on. Or what is worshipped.
That read.
So that he as Ahayah
As Christianity and Catholicism,
himself, that is he
the Pope.
showing himself that he is Ahayah. Wow.
So he shows himself that he is.
Sit in the temple. of
So he
Ahayah.
sets in the minds of people and claims that his doctrine is.
Let me read it again, Judge.
Of the Most
Who's
High.
opposed and exalt himself above all that is called Ahayah, or that is worship, so that he as God sit it in the temple of Ahayah, showing himself that he is Ahayah. Wow.
Close.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So Christianity is a pagan religion according to the Bible. It was set up by the Roman Catholic Church. It is supported by the Roman Catholic Church and funded by the Catholic
So
Church.
who are you going to believe? The Word, or your
Modern Christianity,
Christianity?
that you see in America is bankrolled by Rome and the Catholic Church and the Pope,
It is.
who is the top Satanist in the earth, the top
That's
Freemason,
the truth.
devil worshiper.
That's right.
So, and again, as I said, the reason they could not have this in the book, who took the Apocrypha out? The Catholics did that in the 1900s because they knew that they could not keep the Jews down for so long. They knew the awakening that would come to Israel, and Israel would be used to awaken the earth. So they had to say, we have to get this out of the book because we can't have them knowing who we are. We can't have them know that our system that we set up will be destroyed by the God that we're trying to indoctrinate them. See, what happened was, like I said, the Catholic Church took the Bible and brought it to you and indoctrinated lies that you
Twisted doctrines.
they twisted doctrines and put it to you in a sense where you would make you think it's the Bible.
Because they didn't want you to learn how to really use precepts. So what they did was they taught them in the seminars. Well, just teach them what it says.
No, that's devil. That's Satan. You can't do
You
that.
will never learn the Bible. You do that. You must go.
You can't just go by what a verse says.
That's right.
Because, like, who put Jesus in the Bible? The Europeans, the
Right.
Catholics did.
A Christian man said this to me in the gym at Planet Fitness. Listen to this. He says to me, wow, you were right, Brother Pat, and your son, because I confronted my pastor after a service. The week after, I went back to the church and said, where are these scriptures you told me that lines up to what you were talking about? We couldn't even find them. So you see how dangerous that is? That's really deception. That's manipulation.
So we said all this.
We love you.
We hope
In the Most High.
hopefully you understood what we said. It was very clear and understandable.
Awesome message, Josh.
So remember, judgment is coming to America. Babylon will be destroyed, and the Israelites will rule as the representative.
And
of
the
Most
Gentiles
High.
will be there with them. Yeah.
As possessions.
Yeah, as possessions. That's right.
Shalom.
Shalom.
No.